Tourists, business people, and families line up on an ever-increasing basis at the kiosks at Nanaimo Airport. This spring, it's expected even more passengers will pass through the recently expanded terminal as the path to Nanaimo from the continental United States has gotten a little bit more direct.
The exciting announcement coming from Nanaimo Airport will be direct flights from Nanaimo to Seattle.
A long-established small commercial U.S. airline operator, Kenmore Air, is expanding its footprint to include direct flights from Nanaimo Airport to Boeing Field at King County International Airport in Seattle, beginning in March.
This is another step in the 10-year development of Nanaimo Airport. We started about 10 years ago recognizing that our reliability issue had to be repaired. That's been done now. We've extended the runway and we have a beautiful new expanded terminal building. One of the dreams that we had was direct flights into the U.S. air system. That gives people access not only to Seattle, but all of North America and around the world.
Kenmore Air began operations in 1946. It's the largest seaplane operator in the United States, with a floatplane passenger service between Lake Washington and Lake Union in Washington State to destinations in the Pacific Northwest, including Nanaimo Harbor.
We just think it's a natural progression for our business, and we already fly quite a bit into BC, and think that it's a great fit to fly to Nanaimo, and there's just a lot of great things happening in Nanaimo. We want to be part of it.
There's a few facets to this. There's of course a tourism facet, which means, to me, the more connectivity we can have through, our road system, our ferry system, and now our air transportation system, the more attractive Nanaimo becomes. It's easier to get here and easier to get to other destinations as well, or make Nanaimo one of the links on your trip around British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest.
I think it's great for Nanaimo. It'll certainly bring back the tourist season, and the hotels will be happy about that, I'm sure.
Increased the amount of traffic out of Nanaimo is a good thing. Lots of Canadians travel down to the States, so the more convenient, the better off we are.
What I would be more interested in is direct flights from Nanaimo to other parts of Canada at a reasonable price. So that'd be my priority.
We certainly have heard a lot from our catchment area that they would like some direct service to Pacific Northwest, into Calgary, into Edmonton. We're hopeful for direct flights up into the Fort Mac area one day, and that's what people are looking for. When you're on an island, you either go by boat or you can fly, and we want to provide that superior service through Nanaimo Airport.
There is optimism. Direct flights from Nanaimo to Seattle will mean increased business opportunities as well.
I think our next step here is to educate the business community in Nanaimo that there is a market for their goods and services in Seattle and the Pacific Northwest that is that much more accessible now. The high-tech industries, the knowledge-based economy that they have been growing very successfully in Seattle for the last decade and a half, all of a sudden that's within our grasp.
Twice daily service will be operated between Nanaimo and Seattle using Kenmore Air's all-weather Caravan and Chieftain wheeled aircraft.
We do fly the land planes in the U.S., which we've been doing for about 9 years now, and we just think it's a natural time to be able to connect Nanaimo to Seattle.
Nanaimo Airport President and CEO Mike Cooper says with Kenmore Air providing reliable ground-to-ground service, it won't take long to prove out the market for more service into the Pacific Northwest. In Nanaimo, I'm Annette Lucas.